Most people think you need a roll cage, a trailer, and a mountain of cash to be a racing driver. But what if I told you that you could start racing this weekend in the car you used to drive to work this morning? Welcome back to RJR Studios Media. In our last video, we looked at the high-speed world of stage rally. But today, we're talking about the gateway drug of the dirt world, RallyCross. In America, this is the easiest way to get started. It's technical, it's dirty, and it's probably the most fun you can have at 30 miles per hour. Whether you're chasing a pro career or just want to see what your daily driver can do on the limit, this is where it all begins. Let's look at the grassroots side first. In the US, the SCCA, or Sports Car Club of America, runs events all over the country. This isn't wheel-to-wheel racing, it's you against the clock. A lot of people think it's just driving in a flat field, but it's way more than that. These courses are designed to be technical. You can't just floor it and hope for the best. If you don't have the right technique, all that power will just spin your tires in the mud, while a 100 horsepower economy car zooms right past you. And then there are the cones. If you hit one of those orange pylons, that's a 2-second penalty. In a sport where the win is decided by tenths of a second, one plastic cone can ruin your whole run. It's a mental game just as much as it is a driving one. One of the coolest things about RallyCross is that the barrier to entry is essentially on the floor. I hear people say all the time, I'll go once I have $5,000 for a build. Stop right there. You don't need $5,000. You barely need $500. Most of the time, all you need is the entry fee. If you don't have a helmet, most SCCA events have loaners you can use for the day. You can take your daily driver, tech inspect it to make sure it's safe, and you are a racer. It's that simple. But be ready for the surface to change throughout the day. In the morning, you might be driving on flat grass. By the afternoon, that grass is gone, and you're navigating deep ruts and soft dirt. Every single lap is a new challenge because the track is literally moving underneath your tires. It's the best way to learn how to feel what a car is doing. Now, if we look at the pro side, the wheel-to-wheel racing, the landscape is changing. I'll be honest, I'm a little disappointed that Nitrocross paused in 2024. Those events were incredible. The big jumps, the action-packed live streams, they did a lot for the visibility of the sport. And if you haven't seen them before, when you're done watching this video, go look up Nitrocross and see some of that. But even though that chapter may have closed, I'm excited to see what RallyCross Americas has to offer this year. It's bringing that high-level, wheel-to-wheel excitement back to iconic tracks like Crandon and Eldora. Pro RallyCross introduces a piece of strategy you don't find in the grassroots SCCA world, the Joker Lap. It's a slightly longer, more technical section of the track that every driver must take once per race. This is where the chess match happens. But the driver isn't playing this game alone. They have a spotter. Think of them as the eyes in the sky. They're usually perched high above the track on a grandstand or a rooftop, and they are constantly talking in the driver's ear. This is a huge difference from rallycross to stage rally. In a rally car, you have a co-driver sitting right next to you, reading pace notes for a road you can't see. In rallycross, the course is a loop. You know where the turns are. You don't need pace notes, but you do need to know where your rivals are. Your spotter tells you when to take the Joker Lap to find clean air, so you aren't stuck behind a slower car's dust. It's a team sport. In SCCA, it's just you and the cones. But in pro rallycross, it's a constant conversation between the driver and the spotter to decide, do we take the Joker Lap now and hope to leapfrog the leader, or do we stay out and try to build a bigger gap? One bad call from the spotter can be the difference between a podium and a mid-pack finish. Now, from my side of the lens, rallycross is a totally different beast than stage rally. In the woods, if I miss the shot, that car is gone into the trees and I might not see it again for hours. But in rallycross, I get a redo. Since it's a closed circuit, I can stay in one spot and watch the same car come through the same corner a few times. This is where I can really push my gear. I'll spend a few laps playing with slow shutter speeds to get that perfect panning shot, or I'll crank it up to freeze every single pebble flying off of those tires. The biggest challenge isn't the speed, it's the dust. In rallycross, the cars are close together. When they hit the dirt sections, it's a total brownout. You have to be patient, wait for the wind to give you that split-second window where you can actually see the car through the cloud. But when you nail it, it's pure gold. So, whether you want to be the one behind the wheel at an SCCA event, or the one behind the radio as a spotter for RallyCross Americas, the message is the same here. Just get out there. You don't need a fancy car. You don't need a massive budget. Find your local SCCA region, grab a loaner helmet, and see what you're capable of on the dirt. It's the best way to get your feet wet and join the most exciting community in the world. I'm Jordan from RJR Studios Media. Thanks for watching. I'll see you at the next event. Press on regardless.